it going today, Jer Bears? Thanks for stopping by again. And if you're new here, don't forget to give my channel a subscribe and take a look around before you leave. And if you don't already know this, I'm Yourofsky. Today we are talking about how eating plants is not cruelty-free. Vegans are murderers too. Just to start off, I'm going to let you know there is a link down below to Mike the Vegan's video. He has researched all of this and he has put together a very nice video about this as well. And some of the things I'm going to say are direct references from that, and then some of it is different. So let's talk about it. If the person that asked you, what about you killing all the plants, was so worried about the plants, how come we've never seen them out in a lawn screaming when the lawn is being mowed? Okay? They don't really care about the plants. They're just trying to justify their own wrongdoings. And what's worse is they're trying to shame you. So the best part about this is plants do not have nerves. And that's how we feel. That's how we feel pain and that sensation. All those little nerve endings throughout our bodies and throughout animals' bodies who move to keep them out of danger, that's what they have. We have nerves. Plants do not have nerves, so thus they cannot feel pain. Not only can they not feel pain, they also, because they don't have nerves and all that, they are completely incapable of feeling emotions. Additionally, you can also mention that, hey, animals eat way more plants than people do. To create 1 pound of beef, this is a direct quote from Mike the Vegan's stuff, well maybe not direct, but it's exactly from Mike the Vegan's video. To create 1 pound of beef, a cow has to eat 30 pounds of plants. That's a lot of plants. If I were to eat 30 pounds of plants, that's a few days worth of food for me. Right. If they're so concerned about the plants, they should be concerned the fact that the animals that they are eating far more plants than they could possibly eat if they were vegan. They're doing far more harm than good. So their argument that you are still killing plants is completely false because they're killing far more plants than you are. If you want to push it even further and get really specific about which plants die when you eat them, you have to think about this. Fruits, when you eat fruits, these are all the seeds, the fruits. These are the pieces, this is basically the plant's, what would you call, like, plant's seed, you know? That's the plant's seed you are eating. You are not killing a plant. Fruit trees, lemon trees, you can pick all the lemons and next year it'll grow lemons. The plant does not die. But if you're a fruitarian or you're a raw vegan, the amount of plants you kill is actually far less than you would think if you're eating a fully raw diet. So if you're following the 80-10-10, you're eating mostly fruit, not killing anything. If you are not eating organic, you are participating in the use of pesticides. So that is another way in which most meat eaters probably don't give a about eating organic either. They are killing far more plants than we are. We can go further because like, okay, well, your food isn't cruelty-free because of forced labor and this and that. Who the hell thinks that people working in factory farms killing animals is not torturous to people? That's not cruelty-free either. And there are ways, this is the thing. People get so caught up in all this. You're like, well, if I'm already becoming a vegan, I'm becoming a raw vegan, I'm becoming more mindful, don't you think I've already thought about this? What about the people? Like, we're taking advantage of people. Maybe that's why I participate in buying companies that are ethical, support fair trade. I buy local from the farmers that I know that aren't ridiculously abusing from other countries. Interesting. I guess I hadn't thought about that. And if you are so concerned about the fact that eating vegan isn't cruelty-free either, you shouldn't be saying that. Okay, meat eaters? Well, guess what? You are in a system where you are not supporting almost anything, because apparently you're really worried about equality as well. We live in an authoritarian government, okay? It's not a democracy. Somebody tricked you that in school because just look at what Trump's been doing. Overthrew the DAPL protests and all that, put in the pipeline. Who knows what else he's going to do? All the things he already has done. You're so concerned about the welfare of other beings. How come you are not participating in the changes to this society? You are not participating in wanting a socialist society. Are you fighting against welfare programs and things that help people come up out of the ranks? If you're willing to fight so hard for something that you have never even really researched, Are you sure you are fighting for the right things? Are you sure you are fighting for the things you actually believe in? Or did somebody tell you something and you were just like, oh, okay, well, that's it. That's all the info I ever need to know is hearsay. Do your own research. There's far more going on in the world than you think. Eating meat is so vicious, and it participates in so much harm in the world. It is destroying the rainforest. There are tons of documentaries. There are tons of videos. There are tons of articles. There are tons of research things. The things that are coming out of your mouth are so ignorant. If you have not spent any time researching this, what makes you think questioning a stranger for what they have now found out is the way to get your information? It can inform you, but you won't believe it because you haven't done your own research. Think about that. Somebody told you that eating meat was okay just from talking to them like that, right? And now you're just going to trust a stranger who is vegan and then question them all about all these things and say they're an idiot and think that they do stupid stuff when you don't really know. You have to open your mind. We'll also talk about if you are so adamant about eating meat, how come you will not eat all meat? A guinea pig here in the US is a pet, but in other countries, it is dinner. What is with you thinking, oh, that's gross, that's disgusting? Why are people fighting the Yulin Dog Festival when they eat fish, meat, chicken? I mean, I love Lisa Vanderpump, but for her doing everything she is for the dogs, but she has restaurants where she takes part in animal abuse by serving beef, chicken, pork, fish, cheese. She does. This selective animals that we eat here in America or in other countries, it is called Carnism. There's a book on it. Why do we love dogs, but we eat this, animals, this and that? I'll put a link to that book below as well. Selective animal eating proves that we are not supposed to eat meat, especially in the society we've created. That's why we made grocery stores, is so people wouldn't have to hunt together, so you could have access to food. There's no necessary needs for eating meat right now. There just isn't. Possibly in other countries where they cannot afford anything and then they eat very minute little bits, say in the slums of Mumbai. Different story. You don't live there though, do you? No, you don't. You live in America. You don't have to be taking advantage of things. I'll probably do more videos on this, but that's enough for now. But in short, plants can't register pain, okay? They can't register pain. You hurt far more plants when you eat meat than when you don't. And being an does not suit anyone. All right, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hopefully that helps you talk to some meat eaters and give them a kick in the brain. I said kick, but I punched. Don't forget to put some comments in the comment section below. Be nice. You put nasty comments down there, I'm going to delete them because that's not what my channel is about. It's about opening your mind, not being a And lastly, don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you're not already. And tomorrow there will be another video, guys. All right, I'm Yourofsky, and I gotta go. Be deleting comments because I am very against cyberbullying. I'm not advocating that. We're not doing that anymore. I am going to be doing another video about cyberbullying because I'm getting real pissed about it.